It's time to do a Valentine's Day look. Now, I'm gonna do a more classic-y Valentine's Day look. I usually do kind of a classic, just really pretty glam. I might actually do 3 because I have one more in mind that's still kind of classic, but maybe a little extra glam. But right now we're doing the more sassy feral one, as you can see, because I'm starting with a pink eyeshadow base. I love these from City Color. Very affordable. And I love that they have the pastels and they have more of the primary shades. They have a white and a black. So if you're wanting to get a little bit more creative, highly recommend these bases. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of the white eyeshadow base as well for the brow bone. This excites me. I'm excited because I'm using, oh, okay, let me get this blended. I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to show you the palette I'm using again. Remember this palette? We use that shade. I want to stick to the pinks and the purples. I'm over the moon excited. I'm gonna start with this shade on an E28. That way I can just already pack that color on. I basically want to look like the little conversation hearts. I love those, by the way, but not in the fruity flavors. I like the more medicinal flavors. Those are the ones I grew up with, so if it doesn't taste like medicine, I don't want it. I'm gonna use that same brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the brow bone. Isn't that satisfying? And then stay with me, because we'll grab this shade and then make that become friends again. So if I want this to be wildly pigmented, I would, look at that. I feel like we don't realize that if we just switch brushes and just grab a fluffy brush, grab a little bit of it, and just start to push it into the purple. We don't always have to use it really intensely. We can use shadows to shift. I want it just a little bit more pinky. So I know that I'm going viral for my color theory right now, which most of you have been with me a long time and you know that's something that's really, something I've taught, loved, adored. But you know what I think made me better at color theory was these more elaborate eyeshadow looks that I tend to do, because I kind of understood how to even cancel, neutralize, shift, and all of that. So I feel that I owe that color theory understanding that I do have to these types of looks. Oh, that is so pretty. My eyelids are delicious. I also want to shout out this palette. I know these aren't colors we normally want to reach for all the time, but this color palette altogether is so well thought out. So I'm going to start with just a little bit of this shade just to get one more transition in here. And like I was saying earlier, even this has a little bit of the pinky purple to it. That's why I was saying the color story is just so well thought out. And I'm just going to keep building this, softening that into that purple. Tap, tap, tap. Make it become friends. You can do a couple drags. I don't like to drag too much because dragging can sometimes be really the fast track to over blending and patchiness. Perfect. Now let's grab this color. Was that the one I wanted? Yeah, this one has, see how it has just a little bit more purple in it if you stare long enough. And then we'll add the final depth, really tighten the socket. Let's do a sassy little spotlight. I'm just gonna take more of that pink base and we're just gonna put it in the center of the lid, because the other look I wanna do, one's just gonna be kind of a bronzy smoky eye, but then the other one I wanna do a big old whopping cut crease. So I have my eye on this color for sure. I want to keep that right in the center. Whee. Okay, and then I also want this color. Oh, that's so pretty, my friends. And that's going to go on the other sides. Oh yeah, that's good. And then I'll add more depth. to the outer part, but I'm not there yet. I actually wanted it more intense, so I picked it up with this brush, which is more like my fingertip. There you go. Just wanted to show you that I did that. Same thing. And then to brighten it up just a little bit more, I'm wiping my brush off on Sheila, but I wanted to brighten up the center a little bit more. I wanted this just a little bit more pink. It's not really gonna mess with the shimmer. See, it's still there. It's just kind of adding that because I like the idea of it connecting to the transition. Yeah. More of this shade that's gonna go out here. Kind of doing that same thing to that kind of blue purple. This way it'll shift it just a little bit more purple. Take black gel liner, just a whisper of it, my friends. And I'm just going to kind of capture on each side. I'm using it more as eyeshadow. It's just gonna be a more pigmented, easy version. Okay, and then I'm gonna capture it on this side, and that's really what frames the halo. I'm putting this on my actual lid as well. Then I just nitpick. I absolutely do nitpick. And then I'm just gonna grab some more of this shade, E27. And nitpicking to me is just looking for gaps and pressing shadow into those gaps. Mind the gaps. Mind the gap. Okay, friends, we're doing some Lily lashes in the style Trendsetter. I'll finish my final clamp in just a second. And then I wanted to put this I use this shade so much. This is Touch of Lavender from Melt Cosmetics. This is their Slick Line Waterline formula, and it is exceptional. Friends, I already have my foundation on. Please forgive me. I was filming a Are You Using This Right? But for the C42. But I'm gonna put a little extra on. And I'm using my Givenchy Glow Serum foundation. And I'm not gonna harass you on my page with that post. I'm very proud of the brushes, but I just never want you to be like, ugh, another brush post. So we're gonna be posting that on Rosamund Beauty. Have some fun. I'm gonna take this eye base. That's way too much, but we can put it on the other side. This is the shade Amethyst. So I started with Ladylike, which is more pink. This one's a little bit more pastel purple. And we're going to extend our glow out this way. So that's why I didn't do kind of that sharp line. I knew that we were getting a little bit more creative. This is so much fun. Now I still have to put concealer on, so that's one of the reasons I was less afraid. And also this is so purple. What I'll do, since I am now the color theory witch, I did not call myself that. That just what started on TikTok. But I will just use a concealer that's usually a little too yellow for me. This is perfect. This is shade Silk. I was just making sure I grabbed this one and not Pearl. Silk is my winter shade. But as you can see, it is a hair, and by a hair, quite a bit, a hair too yellow. So we will mix this in. Ben is in a meeting, so you might be hearing him. Oh, look at that neutralization already. We'll keep it there. I don't mind the purple peeking there. Melty, melty. This is so much fun, my friends. Beautiful. And when I say beautiful, I'm not saying me, I'm saying the art. I don't want you to think I'm saying, oh, I'm so beautiful. No, I'm talking about the art that I'm painting. So this is a Sephora Collection purple powder. I don't know if you know this, but they released one. I haven't really used it because it is quite purple. See? But I feel like it's perfect for this look. I just buy stuff to try it. There's a pink one, but I tried the pink one compared to my Givenchy, and I still prefer my Givenchy. But I thought this was a really fun time. Do you see how purple this is? Especially because I'm applying it on the wet concealer. I'm too afraid to bring it over this way. Yeah, it's gonna be way too purple for my under eye, but I knew that for this artistic blur situation I'm trying to do, it was going to be perfect for this. But if you're looking for a purple powder, I do like it. Have to use this blush. Let's use Billow. I don't want to connect it here. I don't want it to drape, so let's put it on the apples. No particular reason. I don't want you to be like, oh no, should I not? Just doing something different. And just a little bit of it. I feel like the eyes are really what I want to be the standout today. I'm going to take a little bit of this lavender blush and just cancel out some of the yellow in my bronzer, just through there. Now, time for our Givenchy powder. Actually, while I have you here, I keep forgetting that I need to go wash the C32. So I'm just going to take this side of my D2, make sure that that concealer, because remember, I wasn't set, so that's probably all got in my lines and sat in there doing stuff it shouldn't be doing. And now we're good. Press, press, press. I'm going to take a little bit extra of the yellow. Kind of do a little bit of a spot here. I want to take down that bronzer. The yellow in the bronzer, I thought it was a little too harsh on my nose. Nice. Finishing up the eye, I'm going to go in with this shade. Then I'm going to top it, but keep it a little bit closer to the lash line for a little smudgy smudge. There we go. Instead of a inner corner highlight, I want to kind of keep my pink halo going. See how I got the halo over here? Keep it going there. I've went wild, y'all. We're doing this Buxom lip liner. This is the shade Dolly Medium. Yeah, okay, you ready? Yeah, I gotta hear the click of your makeup seatbelts because I'm about to put something on that requires a seatbelt. Then we're gonna put this, let's just stare at it. This is going on top. This is the shade Nova Flash. I'm loving these, by the way, and they're definitely on the more affordable side. Yeah, that's the party I wanted to go to. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed painting it. I got a little carried away. I was thinking just a quick purple look, but now we have purple glow all the way around. And I better stop because I will keep going. I love you. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for watching these long tutorials. And until the next video, I love you. Bye for now.